Hello, class, and happy Wednesday to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I don't know if you saw the football game Saturday night. Penn State beat Auburn during the whiteout game. It was like I watched every minute of it. It was an amazing game, and great national publicity for Penn State. So yeah, great time to be a Nittany Lion. Absolutely. So. Well, wanted to talk about a couple things today, and to help calm some nerves, if nothing else. So, several of you have reached out to me with some really good questions, and and like any class, your goal is to do as well as you can in the class. I totally understand that. So, and I want to help you do that, because most importantly, I want everybody in this class to do as well as you possibly can. If everybody in the class got an A, I would be really happy. So obviously, everybody has to work to get your A, but again, my goal is to try to give you every opportunity to do so. If you will notice, grades should be 100% updated now. Every assignment that you've submitted up to this point should be graded now. If there are any grades that are missing, please let me know as soon as possible so I can correct them or see where any issues lie. So here's one way I want to help you. I know several of you obviously have emailed me and said, "Hey, I was sick, or I had that, or the other going on. Can I have an extension on my assignments?" And for the most part, as long as it's makes sense, I'm happy to grant extensions on assignments if you need them. So again, we don't want to do it every single week, but again, obviously, I'm willing to work with you as teams come up. What I'd like each one of you to do over the next couple of days is to log into your account and look at your grades. If you are missing any grades, then I need to know as soon as possible. Specifically, if you have any zeros. Now, if you have a zero somewhere, it means that you did not submit that assignment. That's since I have nothing to grade, I know I have to give you a zero, unfortunately. However, I'm going to offer something that will try to help you get rid of some of those zeros. So today is Wednesday, September 22nd. I will give you until this coming Sunday, the 26th of September, by midnight Eastern Time. If you will send me an email and let me know what assignment you have a zero on, I will verify in my own record book, and I will give you an opportunity between now and Sunday night to submit that assignment with no loss in penalty as far as lateness. Again, this is kind of a one-time only offer that I'm willing to do because, again, I don't want to have, I hate giving zeros. I don't want to see anybody have to, fail an assignment because they weren't able to turn it in. I know life comes up. I know each one of you have crazy things going on in your lives. You're busy. You have friends and family and work and everything else, and I want to be sympathetic to that. So, or I should say empathetic would probably be the better word for that. So like I said, if you have any zeros currently in your grade, send me an email and let me know what that assignment is. And as long as I approve it, and I will send you an email back within 24 hours of you sending me the email, I will give you the opportunity to make up that assignment and submit it before this coming Sunday. Okay, so that way you can try to get as many grades back up to par as possible. So. And you will also notice that if you look closely, that some of your assignments may say excuse next to it. So if you remember last week, you were given the option to do option A, option B, or option C. So let's say you decided to do option A, and you'll see a grade for option A. Obviously, you weren't required to do B and C. So instead of just leaving that blank, I put a little note that says excused. So if you see the word excuse, don't worry. All that means is you didn't have to complete that. You completed the other part of the assignment. You didn't have to worry about that part. So that's just a placeholder for me to be able to know. Okay, you did part A, but you weren't required to do parts B and C. So don't worry if you see the word excuse. That's just for me to be able to keep track of your grade overall. So. Let me also say something about quizzes because I know several of you have been very concerned about the quizzes. And there's good and there's bad about the quizzes. The bad is that, as much as I love teaching this class and as much as I love, going through these assignments with you and learning along with you, I don't have the authority to change the quizzes or the time limits. And the reason for that is because this is not the only section of this class. This is section 2. There are other sections of this class. So that's what they call a universal class, which means that we're teaching the same material in different sections. So the department sets the syllabus, sets the grading structure, and sets the quiz and the time limit. So even though I'm the instructor for the class, I don't have the authority to change the quizzes, to either change the questions or to change the time limits that you could take them. Trust me, I wish I could be a little bit more flexible with it, but I don't have that authority. So I apologize that I can't make those changes. A couple of you have asked me, can I take the time limits off or anything like that? I really wish I could, but I can't. That's a departmental rule to try to make it fair for everybody who's in this class, in the whole university. So that's the bad news, is I can't change the details of the quizzes and I can't change the time. However, I can be, obviously I have full authority over grading and everything, so I can be a little flexible with that. So let's do this to try to make it easier. I know, because I know a lot of you are really concerned about the grades that you're getting on the quiz, that you're not doing as well as you hoped you were doing. If you take a quiz and you miss more than 1 or 2 questions and you're concerned, send me an email and let's talk about it. I might be able to help offer you some ways that you can improve your quiz scores. Again, I can't make a blanket rule for everybody, but if you don't do all that well on a quiz, send me an email and let's talk through it, and maybe we can work something out. So again, I'm not saying that I'm just going to magically change everybody's grades or be able to do anything like that. But what I hope to do is to help you understand the questions you missed, why you missed it, and maybe we can work and help you get better as we go along. Because again, my goal is to make you hopefully do as well as you can. So now, one final thing that maybe will help alleviate some concern about grades is that I'm going to be looking to add some extra credit opportunities, a little bit later in the semester. So if you're worried about your grade right now, obviously the best thing you can do is get rid of any zeros by emailing me, like I just talked about a little bit ago. But hopefully we're going to have a little bit of extra credit later in the semester to give you some opportunities to earn some more points so that you can even do better as we get closer to the end of the semester. So that's some information about grading. And again, I love it when you email me and questions. Don't ever feel like you're bothering me. I encourage questions. I encourage you to ask if you're not sure about how something is written, about how something is structured, about why I graded the way I did. Please email me. It's okay. I would rather be, help you walk through it than you wondering what's going on. I never want you to wonder, so to speak. So. And just a reminder for this week's assignment, there are 3 options. There's option A on workplace attitudes interview assignment, and then option B and C. B is a criticism and C is an emotional deal about a podcast critique. So you only have to do one of these. There's 3 different options. You only have to do one. A couple of you in some previous assignments, you've given a couple of options. You do every single one of them. And while I appreciate the extra effort, I can only grade one of them. So, and I try to give you the one with the highest grade. So remember, for this week, you only need to do one of the options, option A, option B, or option C. That's all that's due next Monday, in addition to the quiz. So, like I said, I know the reading is tedious. I know some of the articles can be, they're very, very in-depth, but the more you read and the more you really look at those, I promise you will do better in the class. It's been consistently proven. The more you read, the more you learn, the more you try your best at these quizzes, you're going to do better in this class, and I will help you get there. So again, because this is a structured class, I can't change the readings. I can't change things like that, but I can help put you in a situation where you feel more, you have less stress and you feel more confident moving forward, and that's my goal. So let me help you, as the saying goes. So, well, that's all I have for today. Again, email me if you have any questions, concerns. Let's get you as high a grade as we possibly can, and let's continue the semester. So I've already been so impressed with all the work that you've turned in. I've been given some very good grades because, again, I've been very impressed with what you've been turning in when I've been reading. Let's continue that up, and let's keep the semester going on strong. So have a great rest of your week, everybody, and we will talk again next week.